Hi, my name is Leon. Today I want to speak about this problem of the elusive female orgasm. It looks like around about 70% of women are not able to orgasm inside their vaginas. And many of us even struggle to orgasm at all, which causes a lot of stress for us as women because we feel we're not the sexy, vampy, amazing woman that we want to be, that we actually look like on the outside, but we don't feel it on the inside. And specifically, this thing of the elusive vaginal orgasm, I find it incredibly sad that this part where we make love to our lovers in the most intimate way is dead, does not feel, cannot feel pleasure. What does it do to us as women to be entered in our vaginas and we actually can't feel pleasure? What is that purpose of being entered inside the vagina then? Are we just doing it to please our partners, to maintain our relationship? If it means nothing for us, or even if we dread that part of lovemaking, it is incredibly sad, and I feel it is abusive to our bodies, to our way of being, to our feeling of being sexual. So I'm speaking from a place where that is where I was. I was there. I used to have a lot of sex, and I found a way to try and enjoy it. I found a way to enjoy it. I found a way to see if I could get a clitoral orgasm as quickly as possible. But to do it, I had to stimulate myself really quickly while making love and imagine all kinds of porn scenes that would just make me come, because I thought it would be the right thing to just orgasm, then everyone is happy. But deep inside myself, something just didn't feel like wholesome about this whole way of being with myself, of being with my lover. And I started just losing interest in actually having sex, because every time it was this stress of, am I going to orgasm? Every time it was this thing of having to think of all these like scenes that, do I really want to be involved in them, really? And often it was the case of after lovemaking, I used to go and have a shower on my own, and I had installed this shower with a handheld spray, and I just used to use this little handheld spray on my clitoris until I then had an orgasm. But it always took a little bit longer than what the lovemaking was in the bed. So what this caused is, it also caused like a divide between me and my partner, because we weren't enjoying wholesome sex. And even though it was never spoken directly, I think we both just felt incredibly inadequate, not knowing how to heal our orgasm, my pleasure, my not enjoying sex, me just lying there and hoping it'll be over soon enough. So that's where I was. Yeah, not good. And not even knowing quite how to heal it, I just went on a search of looking like, how can I heal this sexual part of myself? I had a feeling that it is a strong part of who I am as a woman, and how I feel myself in my power and in my body and in my confidence and in my lust for life. I was missing that part of my being. So I started just looking around, reading some books, getting some ideas, doing some meditations. And I think it's by grace, or just by having put that intention into wanting to heal, that slowly the little bits started coming together until, and I almost say it like a person that's been like, had this awakening. And there was a date, it was March 2018. I had a sexual awakening, which is something that happened in me. And now the result is that I am the most orgasmic person that I know. The most orgasmic person that I know. I enjoy full body orgasms for a long period of time, for even hours. I can have full body orgasms all by myself. I can have them in nature. When I'm with a lover, I can just step into my body, feel my pleasure, feel my orgasm running through my body, and share that with my partner. It's not dependent on my partner. I can just arrive in my sensual self. I know I've found the little building blocks of how to bring all of this back. And the most wonderful thing that also happened later in March 2018 is that my vagina woke up and she became so orgasmic and so mobile and strong. And when she woke up, when my vagina woke up, I was actually quite shocked, because I didn't even know that a woman's vagina can be this orgasmic, can feel so much, because it's not often spoken about. And we don't get given the pointers or the steps to take to awaken her, to find her orgasm, to find her pleasure. And that moment when she came back into herself, the vagina, her energy, her pleasure, her orgasmicness, it was like I had this incredible realization that this is a healing that is happening through generations. Through generations. It's almost like through generations, our presence as women have pulled out of our vaginas. It's just circumstances, ways of having to navigate life that has just caused us just to close our eyes inside our vaginas and just leave the scene. Oh my God. And then with her coming back to life, that knowing of our birthright to pleasure and the amount of pleasure that a woman is able to feel inside her vagina is mind-blowing. It is the most empowering thing to feel inside your body, is to know how to feel pleasure absolutely everywhere. To me, that is power. That is feminine power. Is your power to access your pleasure. And then looking back, I now look at all the little building blocks that had helped me to come back into my body, to come back into my pleasure, to start feeling myself again, to become present in my body again, to know how to turn myself on, like I'm like on fire. There were various steps that I did by pure grace, by pure grace. And they were things like dancing, feeling my body, expressing my emotions through my voice, putting myself in relationships where I feel emotionally safe to express myself, to relax, and to just be myself. To take the time to be with my body. To understand that my sexual energy can move, that pleasure can move right through my body. That is so empowering to start feeling that it can move through your body. And the little things that I did, those little internal conversations that I had with my vagina, until one day she said, yes, 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 I am here. I can feel everything, and I can make love. I am a lover. I'm not just this hollow cave where things are being done to, where things are being pushed into. No, I am alive. I am a lover. I engage. I make love. I feel. I touch. Oh, it's the most beautiful, beautiful way of understanding your sexuality, and also understanding that your ability to feel and to orgasm comes from out of you, from out of your presence, your pleasure. I want to say your power, but this power is just this power of being absolutely present for yourself, in yourself. And the thing is, if you then meet your lover from this space, you arrive as a full, alive being, not needing anything, but simply celebrating pleasure with your partner. So if you want to do those steps, if you want to understand all those steps of coming back into your body, all the things that I learned, that I know so deeply in my body, if you want to learn that, you can do my online course, The Pleasure of Full Body Orgasms, where I'm slowly going to teach you a process of coming back to your body. And in the beginning, it's all about first knowing yourself. And then at the end of the course, you start engaging with your partner while using all these tools of staying present in your power and your pleasure, and then engaging with your partner in your full aliveness. So you can click on the link below if you want to read more about the course. It has been a huge blessing to create the course and to deliver the course to my sisters and their lovers. Thank you.